first video, let me tell you about myself. My name's Taja. I'm 15. I'm in 11th grade, and I'm in love with brats. I always been in love. I always will be in love, and can't nobody take that away from me. So if you hear me say, "What's up, brat gang?" You a brat, and it's the brat code. So listen. This YouTube is gonna be about regular teenage girl stuff and like stuff we go through and stuff that people never speak on because they too embarrassed. Honestly, I was not gonna do a YouTube because I was too embarrassed to speak on a lot of my stuff. But my mom was like, "Hey, she's like, I'm not gonna stop you from chasing your dreams. Mine will stop so you chase yours, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm here for all the teenage girls who can't express themselves, so I'm gonna express myself for y'all." So yeah, let's get into it. This is gonna be my first video, and I will be talking about my most recent breakup, which was my worst breakup and the hardest to get over. Now I won't be saying his name throughout this video because I will never give that that much clout and put his name out there because that's gonna start some and we're not gonna do that. But this was requested because people wanted to know how did I stay so strong throughout the breakup after losing my grandfather, and I'm finna tell y'all because and that's all you gotta know. But hey, let's get into this fucking video. Alright, so how did I meet him? I've been on him, but like, you know how you know somebody from elementary school, middle and high school, y'all separate, so y'all really didn't know each other no more. Well, he remembered me, I didn't remember him. So it was like the second day of school, and I saw him, and I was like, he cute, he looked like, he real decent. My friend was talking to his cousin, so like I will be around each other and all that, and he'll stare at me, but I'll step back because in my head I'm like, you cute, and I could see myself being with you because to me you cute, all this, and one day that's where you messed up. That's where I messed up at right there. So yeah, so we started talking. We was on a friendly level, and then I had to go to court. Well, it was like, okay, before I even had to go to court, I had to go to Florida for a vacation. I'm on a vacation with my family, so me and him didn't talk for like 2 days. I came back to school, but we had a retreat for the sophomores, right? I was late to retreat because I had to go to court. So I went on a retreat, and me and him, we started telling each other about ourselves, and I told him about how I lost my grandfather, like my father figure. I'm gonna put a picture of him right here. My father figure my whole life. My grandfather was there for everything, so losing him was really, really, challenging for me, and I told him about that. So yeah, I opened up to him, and we started going out that day. I could say our relationship the first 2 months was wonderful. We ran for homecoming king and queen. We won, but I mean, I got I got us disqualified for wanting to fight the teacher or whatever. That's a whole nother story. So yeah, we wanted everything, and it was just good. Like, the relationship was awesome. It was amazing. It was the best relationship I had ever been in. He treated me so wonderfully. I was not with him for what he had money. I never asked for none of that, so that had nothing to do with it. But as like a person, he treated me so wonderfully. It was nothing. I had passwords. I can get his phone anytime. He was so loyal. And like I told y'all before, I got us disqualified, right? So when I went back to school after that, they was trying to make me do like community service and all that, and I'm like, no. So no, and I didn't. So I left. I'm not doing no community service. Community service keeps my ass, period. So I was like, I'm not doing community service, no. So I didn't, and I dropped, and I went to McKinley, which is a high school in Baton Rouge, where I stayed. School, I didn't even start McKinley yet. It was like the weekend when I left. So we was doing good. We was on FaceTime, and he woke me up when we was on FaceTime laughing because I was snoring. I was like, I'm snoring. He was like, yeah. So I woke up, and then I hung up because my friend called me. I texted him, and I was like, I'm finna call you back. And he was like, no, don't worry about it. You always hanging up in my face. He was like kind of accusing me of cheating, and I'm like, where this come from? So we get into a big argument. I delete all our pictures, everything. I do that every time we get into an argument. Girls do that. We take it to the extreme, and we expect them to be like, calm down, this, that, and the third. He didn't do that this time. He deleted all our pictures. He changed his password, everything. So I'm like, really? I didn't change my password. I simply archived our pictures. But if you want that, do all that. I'm not tripping, which I really was, because it hurted me, because where's all this coming from? You know, like, so I didn't understand, and I'm just like, so that's just my, you know, face or whatever.
You treat me like I'm your child, and you do this and you do that.
He just bashing me, like, breaking me down. I'm like, wait, our relationship is so perfect. Like, what the are you talking about? I treat you like this. Like, I automatically know this is because I switched schools. This not gonna work. It's not gonna work, because it's not gonna work. So I was like, okay, cool, or whatever. So like, I'm just out for like 2 days. I laid in my bed. I was like, man, he gonna come back. This can't be serious. For once, I feel like I was really a good girlfriend, and I know I was. I wasn't with him for no sexual preferences, no money, no nothing. Our relationship was based off of pure love. And I know it was, like, I was a good girlfriend, and he cannot take that from me. I did not cheat. I never did, like, none of that. So I'm just like, whoa. I cried like any other teenage girl would do. So don't act like y'all don't cry when y'all see this video, because I know y'all cried. Back to the video. So like, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. You want to break up? Fine, we gonna break up. So he didn't talk to me. So I'm like, you really want to break up? Like, that? You really want to? Like, for real? Like, no. I told y'all I switched schools, and I stopped going to school. I started school for 2 days. I checked out the second day, and I didn't go for 2 weeks, because I was just so heartbroken. And people kept asking me about my relationship, because I knew a lot of people in my new school, and they knew I was in a relationship, and they saw that I was genuinely happy, and they just kept asking. And you know, like, that's really hard for you to keep asking. And I'm like, I can't, you know, get out of my bed. And I went to bed with him many times when his exes would be like, oh, you stupid, because he don't do you just like he did me. And I'm like, we are not the same. I'm gonna do that. F you. So I went to bed like, yeah, that's my, like, y'all mad. Oh well, I probably can't say that N word on YouTube, so I'm gonna bleep that out. I didn't go to school for those 2 weeks, and I asked my mom. I lied to her, because I go to a charter school, and charter schools are different from regular schools. The credits are different, and I could fail. So I was just like, Mom, I think I'm gonna fail. Can I go back to my old school? She was like, I know that's not why you want to go back, but yeah, you could go back if that's what you feel. So I ended up going back, and I'm trying to be the good girlfriend and, you know, work our relationship out, because at the time I thought he was my first love. Now I can honestly say, no, you are not my first love, and I hope you are watching this video. So don't claim me as your first love. You're not my first love. My first love is the nigga that I'm going to marry, who will never leave my side, because love does not fail. You were my first real boyfriend that I took serious, and that's period. So don't ever call me your first love. I went back to the school. I remember the first day I went back to the school, he hugged me, girl. When I came back, people kept telling me he was messing around with buku freshmen, which he were, and they were like, I know I'm not the baddest female, but these were girls who could not stand up to me mentally, physically, in no way, shape, or form. I don't like breaking other females' characters down, but as a female, y'all know males will go to a girl who's like weaker in the mind, because they feel like they could play on them more. Like, you can't, ain't no doing what you want to do in our relationship, period. So yeah, like, people was like, oh, he messed with these freshmen, oh, he messed with that freshman. And one of the little girls, she posted something on her Instagram, and she was like, I love who I'm kicking it with now. So, you know, my messy self replied to it. So I was like, oh, for real, who you kicking it with? And she was like, and I'm like, what? Fight me. Fight me. You got me up. Then you both tell me? No. Fight me. Then I was like, he was at practice when she told me, and I had to do after school community work. So, I mean, like, he literally in the next one when she told me, I'm like, I'm finna go up to him, I'm finna box him up. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, if I could really insert a picture of this girl and, like, probably her not sue me because I'm putting her on my YouTube video without her consent, I would. But I'm not even that petty to give her that much clout either. So, why do everything just keep dropping. I asked him about it. He was like,
man, we text, that's it.
So I told her, I was like, well, if that's your dude, he not claiming you. And she was like, well, I'll send you the messages. She screen recorded the messages and she sent it to me. Y'all, these messages was like really all these in a week. Well, he sent a little print pictures and you sending like stuff with you in tights on. Disgusting. And then you was messing with his cousin before that. You double disgusting. You nasty. Like, me, you are not compatible again. And I hope you watching this too, because you know who you are, and that's disgusting what you did, little girl. He was like, so I texted him. I was like, you disgusting. And he was like, you just...
And I only did that because I wanted to smash.
You know, stuff confident me like, you know, you gonna be my number one and wop the whoop the wop. So I'm like, all right. We not together, but you know how it is when people still talk, but they not together. Like, oh, y'all come first to each other, but y'all just not together. That's how it pretty much was.
Really, nigga?
When I say my neighbor irks the out of me, like what the if you hear anything outside, that's because I have a neighbor who always wanna, it's 8:30 at night and you wanna cut your ass. Literally, really, that's disgusting. But okay, so like we was still talking and stuff, like regular talking, like, yeah, you still this, we kiss, we do stuff like that, hug, all that. Speed up a couple months. He really wasn't talking to nobody. He started talking to this girl who I was kind of like, we wasn't close, but like she would see me, she would tell me I was pretty and things like that. I consider her as like an associate. So he started talking to her, but I never knew about it until my neighbor, his noise went down, but he's still back there doing his deed about. So I didn't know until I ride the car home and he rides the bus, and she did too. And I was like, every time I get right here, comes back. And I was like, I was walking because I was supposed to be out there, but I ended up, thank God I did walk out there. So I walked out and I saw him hug her, and I'm like, you know, she like a little funky, she like my associate, she not gonna do that.
Got it.
So I go home and I see him under her picture, and I'm like, I like his comment, because I'm like, oh, banging. So yeah, let's, you know.
Really, nigga?
My neighbor, you horrible. You more horrible than this eyebrow, because I couldn't get it to do right today. You're horrible. Saturday came and he was under her picture, and it was a pretty picture, so I reposted her on my story, and I was like, and I guess she thought I was being petty, which I was. Who gonna beat me up? Nobody. But I was being petty. She laughed at it, and I was like, a problem? Is problem? Oh, okay. I got on live, and her gay best friend joined, and he was in, and he joined my live, and like, he was like, what you mad because they go out? And I'm like, mad like live right now, trying to, can't say that on you. And I literally in my DM right now, still trying to meet up with me, like, no, last thing I'm gonna be mad about. I'm just feel played because I asked him and he said he did not talk to her, and he just keep lying to me, and then y'all saying they do talk. So sips tea. She joined, she's in the background, she like, so I'm like, she like talking, and I forgot what she said, and I'm like, you wanna fight Monday? What up? You wanna fight? Like, I'm not with the talking, I'm not with the chit-chatting and whoop the whoop the whoop. You wanna fight, you wanna catch these hands, which, like, let me know now, sis, because I love to fight. She was like, fight you for what? Fight you for what? Fight you for what? And I'm like, oh, this bougie, I can act bougie too. I'm like, you don't have to fight, because at the end of the day, that's my y'all still gonna be on standby. Y'all always waiting for us to stop talking, like Vicky Lowe said. I went on a vacation too, but look, see, I take a lot of trips. His homeboy, he had his homeboy password, and his homeboy told me that he had his password like months before that, because he was like, pause, I'm lying, backed it up. After that incident on live for his birthday, me and him took pictures, and I posted them. Like, she posted some pictures of him too, and she was like, we took pictures like the day before his birthday, and I posted them, and they were talking, And I'm like, if he's still talking to his first love and you see no pictures, you should leave, because obviously he's still going to mess with her. So she posted some FaceTime screenshots, and I was like, you know, if you ain't got no pictures of y'all together, then don't post nothing, period. Don't post no FaceTime screenshots. And I posted on my story, and she deleted it. When I went to Biloxi, they posting each other, girl. He was at her house, and I'm like, again, he at your house, you laying in his lap, your head in his lap. That don't look good for y'all to just start talking, and you look like that, and you was like that with another boy like literally 2 months ago. That don't look good. No shade at you, sis, because me and you cool now, but it really didn't. And I'm just stating the facts for you too. I posted that. I said, where's your mother? Because that does not look good, like, at all. So we'll go to school. Like, okay, so I had, like, when I left Biloxi, I was getting my hair done, and I didn't go to school till I got my hair done. And I'm gonna post a picture of my hair done, because I had a frontal deep wave, period. So I'm like, I'm not going in that school till my hair is done, period. When I got back to the school, me and him had an altercation, because yes, I took my lashes off because they didn't look right. But me and him had an altercation because he was finna bump me, and this boy grabbed him and was like,
you finna bump her, it was accident.
And he was like, I ain't even see. Really,
nigga?
Now, really, let's be real here. And I'm getting mad. Like, I was like something in my eye, y'all, but I was so mad. Like, don't do that. Like, as a male, that's the worst thing you can do. A female is be getting in front of people and act like you don't mess with that female when you really do. Like, that's not cute. And for people who know that you mess with that female, they know that you lying. So don't do that. So period. Somehow me and him started back. We stopped talking for like 2 weeks. And I remember him and his girl was outside playing, and they was throwing sunflower seeds at each other. And one of them hit me, so I threw one back at him. And he threw one back at me, so I picked up the bell and started hitting him with it. And that's how we started talking. And we was doing good or whatever. And he wanted me to come to his house. I was gonna come. He took the little girl, he took all the pictures of her off his page, all that. So he made it to me like they had them broke up. So I'm thinking they broke up. So he commented on one of his pictures. He was like,
no competition.
One of her friends was like, period. So I'm like, so I added him, and I was like, you just don't know who you want. So I was like, I texted her and I was like, kisses, you log on my Snapchat and you see how he be talking about you. And she logged in, and she hurried up and logged out. She was like, I don't even want to see no more. He was calling her
dumb.
He was like,
she's stupid.
Buku stuff. He didn't even care that I showed her, like, cause he had my password too. He was like,
I don't care.
He told the girl he was.
You wanted to break up, you should have been broke up with me. You should have been left me. I don't care.
So I'm like, that's not nice. But hey, I don't care about her feelings either, because she ain't spare mine. Bros, not on fleek today. Right after that, me and him was on FaceTime, period. We fell asleep on FaceTime that night. And he said something on FaceTime that really had bothered me. He was like,
I only used her because I wanted her.
And I'm like, for one, you lied and told me you was a virgin. So for the whole 8 months in our relationship, I'm thinking dude a virgin. And I'm like, to me, I wanted to break your virginity. So if you couldn't wait and let me break your virginity, and you left me just to get your virginity broken, you. Because you don't need nobody because of that. That mean that you wanted one thing from me and her. I had talked to him for a long time, and he went got another girlfriend like right after that. So I'm like, boy, I hate my with a passion. Like, it's dark outside. Why you cutting the grass? What the y'all? It's like dark. Who cuts the grass at night? I'm like, okay, I don't care. I stopped talking to him, and we have not talked since then. And it's like I gave him a lot of chances. I gave him so many chances. Like, I didn't even tell y'all a lot of the freshmen that he was messing with. It was like, it was more, but it was just like, you know, talking type stuff. But I feel like if you mess with me and you make it known that you mess with me, you shouldn't be around here messing with other females, because you making me look stupid, because I keep taking you back every time. Like, the more I take you back, the more stupid I look. And I'm like, whatever. And I got over the breakup, because in my mind it's like I already lost what mattered the most to me, which is my grandfather. And I was gonna lose you either way. If death didn't take you, you were gonna leave anyway. So like, I was gonna lose you anyway. I got over the breakup. Like, I eventually stopped crying. I eventually realized my worth, because I honestly, like, me and him should have never even talked, because we on 2 different levels, way 2 different levels. But it's like, so like, I like realized my worth. And some of his homeboys like reached out to me and was like, if he can't see what he have, like, you really cool. And like, they look at me like sisters, and they was like, I wish I could have found a female like you. Like, I was there for him. I really was. I did a lot for him. And it was like, if he couldn't realize what good of a female you was, then you shouldn't be stressing yourself trying to prove the point that you was a good female, because everybody else around him could see it. And I'm like, y'all right. And I'm going to show y'all a book that helped me get over my breakup too. This book right here. This book comforted me in so many ways, because this book comforted me in so many ways, because she talks about like her life and how hard it was, and how she found somebody, and how he broke her heart, and like what she did to get over it. And I'm finna read y'all page 142 of the book. And it's like, if you see, I have this like this, because this is the page I read every day. It's how to get over this. And it says, to-do list after the breakup. 1, take refuge in your bed. 2, cry till the tears stop. This will take a few days. 3, don't listen to slow songs. Don't, y'all. 4, delete their number from your phone. I deleted his number, even though it's memorized on your fingertips, which it was, because he had an iCloud. But I mean, I just throw that in there. But then it says, 5, don't look at old photos. All those are deleted. It's going to take care for me to find them just to insert them in this video. I deleted everything. 6, find the closest ice cream shop and treat yourself to 2 scoops of mint chocolate. The mint will calm your heart. You deserve the chocolate. 7, buy new bed sheets. I didn't have to do that, because we never had sexual intercourse. 8, collect all the gifts, t-shirts, and everything with their smell on it, and drop it in the donation center. 9, plan a trip. I did. I went to New York. 10, perfect the art of smiling and nodding when someone brings their name up in a conversation. Today, someone can say his name and I will smile, because I do cherish the moments that we had. You made some of them special. You made some of them very hard for me to go through. But more than anything, you taught me how to be a better girlfriend to whoever's going to be my next boyfriend. So I thank you for that, because like, it's some stuff that I know to do and to not do. Like, to pick petty arguments, don't do that with him. Don't. To treat him a certain way because you hurt me, don't do that to him either. So it's stuff that you've taught me, and it's stuff that you broke me down to, but you taught me more than you broke me down, and I thank you for that. All right. So 11, start a new project. 12, whatever you do, don't call him, block him, unadd him on Snapchat, delete his number, all that. His number will eventually leave from your memory. Stop crying at some point, and do not beg for what does not want to stay. Allow yourself to feel foolish for believing you could have built something for the rest of your life in someone else's stomach. I had to accept the embarrassment that came with us being over, and him being on Instagram with other girls. It hurted, because I've argued with so many females, and like, him being on Instagram with another female oh look, and now he got another girlfriend. I know she feels stupid. I just want all of y'all to know, I honestly don't feel stupid. If y'all knew half of the stuff that we went through in the relationship, like, I was kind of grateful, because the only way that I could have stopped talking to him was for him to get on Instagram with another female, and that opened my eyes to see that he didn't care about me. So I'm glad he did that. That was his way of leaving the relationship in mine too. And 16, breathe. And breathe. You need to breathe. And like, you have to realize God put someone on this earth for everybody. So if you're going through a breakup, that's not who you're supposed to be with, and that's period. And you cannot force that person to be with you, because that's obviously who God does not want you to be with. God does not fail. So if that's your person, God will do everything he can to keep y'all together, and God does not fail. So obviously that is not the person God intended you to be with, and you cannot be mad. I know, oh, you might in your head really feel like that was the person, but that's not the person. And God had to let you go through obstacles to see that that was not the person he wanted you to be with. You cannot dwell on what y'all went through and what y'all did. That was not the person. You can't make that be the person, and that's it. It's not the person. Let that go. Let that hurt go. That's not the person for you. Anything that leaves out your life and did not come back is not who it is supposed to be. That's not anything that leave out your life and it cannot come back was never supposed to be in your life. And let me rephrase that, because God can remove people from your life, and you can let them come back in your life, and they will make your life a living hell. Leave and let them be where you're supposed to be at. So like, just God gonna put that special person in your life. And I know a lot of girls, when they go through breakups, they close out on people. Don't do that. You're gonna be lonely. Keep your heart open to new things, but don't be vulnerable and fall in every guy's hand and give your cookie to everybody. But there's somebody out here for you. And when you find that somebody, if you feel like there's somebody, lock them down. Try it again. It wouldn't hurt you to try. You went through a breakup already, so it's not gonna hurt to try. Keep trying. And that's all. So comment what y'all would like me to talk about for my next video, and I'm gonna talk about it. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Life with Lachey. Oh, and by the way, my middle name is Lachey. That's why I call myself Lachey. Bye, y'all.